2023 isn't marriage. It is not marriage today.
What is it?
It's.
And that's just it, man. It's always like that. Marriage truly isn't marriage today. It's just like a long-term relationship until the woman usually feels like leaving. And 9 times out of 10, you, the guy, sits there lost, confused, blindsided. She had an exit strategy. She's been talking to her single friends. They've been putting thoughts in her head. She takes off. She takes all your stuff. Now she wants to get scornful. She wants to ruin you. She threatens you with law enforcement. She wants to file a restraining order against you. She wants to take literally your kids or whatever she thinks she's entitled to now that she wants out, of course, right? And it's just like the guy constantly has to just go through the process, right? Do it legally, stay patient, stay calm, be chill. But meanwhile, she's wreaking havoc on your entire life. She'll go to your social circles and cause trouble there and wherever else she can, because that's just how she can be. But all the while, for better or for worse, and sickness and health, and, you know, they love you so much, right? It's future faking is what it is. They sign a contract promising to be all of these things no matter whatever happens, you're it. They're rock solid with you until they decide that they no longer have to do it anymore. And you know what? They can leave at any time. Marriage doesn't have to be for better or for worse. I'm not obligated to stay with this person if the relationship is shit and I'm not happy, right? Then it's not marriage. And that's why men should never get married, period. Men never get married, because if you get married, you are going to be in this exact same spot that I'm personally in, right? Where now a divorce is happening. You've got it being scornful. She's nasty with you. And you're wondering how you ever fell in love with this person. Who is the person that she's become today? You're not even in love with her anymore. You're in love with the memories of what she used to be like, not the person she decided she wanted to be one morning as she's crapping all over your life. And this is the hardest part, because you still have deep love there. 9 times out of 10, it's unconditional love where you were providing a life for her. You were putting up with all of her worst shit, but still being faithful to her because she was your woman. Just for her to turn around and say, you know what, that's not good enough anymore. I want out because you're not enough for me. And I've got to look out for me. It's time to be me. I've got to put me first. I've got to have it's always selfish shit, right? And it's always an individual mindset that I'm an individual. I am a free thinker that can do whatever she wants. I'm a boss bitch. I'm strong. I'm a part of a family. Let me enhance the unit. Let's work on our problems. Let's come up with a plan for how we deal with future problems. It's always toxic and it's always unhealthy. And again, marriage in 2023 truly isn't marriage. All it is a long-term financial contract that says they can damage your life when they feel like leaving. So if you agree or you experience this down in some point of your life, let me know so that we know we're not alone out.
We're learning more about the murder of a prominent Las Vegas lawyer and his wife. They died at the hands of her former father-in-law, and he's also a lawyer. Dennis and Ashley Prince were gunned down inside his own law firm during a deposition over custody of her 2 children from her marriage to the shooter's son. Yes, the shooter was Ashley's former father-in-law, Joseph Houston, who was acting as his son's lawyer when he suddenly opened fire. Then Houston turned the gun on himself. Hundreds of office workers from the building in Las Vegas were evacuated. A stunning new revelation that's only now coming to light. The shooter who opened fire was suffering from stage 4 terminal brain cancer. He knew he was going to die, and many suspect that he wanted to take his former daughter-in-law and her new husband down with him. Did you hear that he had stage 4 cancer?
I heard he was terminal and that he didn't have long to live.
Robert Eglett was Dennis Prince's mentor and friend.
I'm heartbroken. I'm saddened. This just has crushed everybody here.
Dennis Prince spoke about his practice in this video.
We have 5 lawyers, including myself, which I feel is a perfect size for a boutique trial practice law firm.
Houston started shooting without warning.
He just pulled out a Glock and he shot Dennis and then turned and shot Ashley in the back. I don't know if she was trying to run.
We're often told about a mother's love in this society. What we never hear about is a father's sacrifice. What we have here, guys, is a father who spent years as a lawyer. His son was going through a horrible divorce that was inflicted upon him and his children by a mother, a wife, so-called, who wanted the monkey branch, which for those of you guys who are new here, welcome. Hit that like button. Monkey branching is a process. It's almost exclusively a female process where a woman will have a guy, by all means a pretty good guy, not harming her in any way. But she'll see a shiny object on the horizon, and she'll want to reach out like a monkey does. See, a monkey in the jungle does it like this. They won't let go of one branch until they firmly got another branch in their hand to swing to. Replace the word branch with new man, or replace the word branch with new wallet with legs. You understand the concept. This chick decided to destroy her family. She decided to do it while she still had some of her looks left and could still yet snag, in her opinion, a higher quality, higher income mate. This is terrible, and it happens every day. And the fact that she got this lawyer who thought she was cute, or whatever the case may be, to get her pregnant and marry her after she sabotaged her own marriage and destroyed it, leveled it to the ground, and was still yet coming for more and more money, more and more alienation of a man's own children from him by pretending that he, and filing false claims that he SA'd the children and smacked her around. The father, in this case, attorney Joseph Houston, who was representing his son, who knows what kind of son he raised, who knows he'd never do any of these things. He knows that accusations of AB use, I'm speaking in code for YouTube, and accusations of sexual assault on kids is effectively a silver bullet in family court. Most judges in the family court system are absolute simps. They believe everything a woman tells them, often awarding them the family house, alimony, child support. And in this case, she was going for sole custody. Sole custody would have maximized her child support earnings. Tax-free money until all those kids were old enough to vote. Devastating to it, man. And I can imagine if you're the guy, Dylan, the son, if you're the son and you've done everything you were supposed to do, and all of a sudden your wife flips a 180 on you, throws you away like yesterday's garbage, and goes off and marries and gets pregnant by the guy who's standing across the opposing counsel, and both of them are now spending every second of every day figuring out how to screw you even more than they already have. Joseph Houston, stage 4 cancer. Doesn't get any worse than that. Inoperable. Medicine has no help for him at all. And he's watching this happen. He's watching this woman who he once called a daughter, at least a daughter-in-law. She's watching her do these things to his son. And he says, you know what? I got one foot in the grave and one foot on a banana peel. I've been a lawyer for all my adult life. I know the tricks and the traps that we use to get our client to win. But this time is personal. This time is hitting way too close to home to let this tactic that women love to use here in the West to secure a victory when things look like they might be going to loss category, to turn things around and get a win they don't deserve. So he went over there to that man's office and he unloaded, but he saved one bullet for himself. I have no sympathy for this Dennis Prince or his alleged wife, because she's not a wife. Just because she walked down the aisle and said the vows and put a ring on her finger doesn't make her a wife. Let's make that part very clear. But his wife on paper, and he smoked them both. Good riddance, I say. I know somebody can say, maybe I'm out of order for that. I feel whatever you want to say. Whatever you want to say. I feel as though this was well deserved. Now, about the kids. Because now the kids don't have their mom. They barely had one to begin with. And that other kid born out of this contemptuous union between her and the new lawyer, whatever. Pick the in-laws the kid can live with and hope the kid grows on to live a productive life as best they can. As far as Mr. Houston's grandkids, yeah, they're definitely better off with their father, because their father understood how to value the commitment that he gave. And we all know single fathers do better than single mothers in every possible way across every measurable metric. So hey, all's well that ends well. Rest in peace to Joseph Houston II, and only to him. Those other two, Ashley and Dennis, they can ride in hell. Hopefully, there's a corner where adulterers go, and they can stay there looking up at the sky for the rest of eternity. That's all I got to say on this one, guys. That's my time. Like the video? Comment down below. Share with a friend and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Never let your brother suffer in silence when the truth can set him free. Networkers, we working. Until next time.